There we are. Got my screen working and everything. Okay. I'm now on to the Shadowbringers expansion. After my last streams with so much trouble with my internet cutting out and I had all these dropped frames. Oh look, I already have a warning about dropped frames. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with the stream, but we're going to try it anyway because I really think it's fun to go through this. So yeah, I just started Shadowbringers. We're still in the first series of cutscenes, and we ended up finding this beacon that this weird voice told us to find, and it made us pass out, and we had weird visions, and now we're here. And I'm only guessing that our body is still back in the normal spot, but I'm not sure. Maybe it really did teleport us. I'm not sure. So we ran into this guy that looks like the boat owner or the cart owner from the very, very beginning of the game in Realm Reborn. And it's like, oh, is he some sort of mystical ferryman or something? All right, so he says, what are you doing here this time of night? I'm going to say, what do you mean this time of night?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk yet, he'd reply. Yeah.
So this must be the world that's being eaten by light. They don't have night anymore.
Bleeding years ago, that's when.
Oh, 100 years? Yikes. That can't be good for the ecology.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it.
The look of confusion? That's real.
Got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Oh, he's gonna share his wine? Okay. Oh, she says no. Alright. Oh, well, I mean, he doesn't even have a cup.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell. But you best hurry along to the town nearby.
Oh, a chocobo.
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
Okay. Well, it's nice of him to give me directions.
They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Sounds ominous. Take good care of you. Okay. Here we go. It's beautiful.
To dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Heck yeah. I've been hearing about this expansion since it came out, and I don't know what happens in it. I saw the trailer online, but I've managed to avoid spoilers, so I've been trying to stay out of online groups and stuff. And I have, however, seen pictures and stuff of the group, and I'm all, oh wait, that character is wearing black now, that kind of thing. Oh, I can't mount on my chocobo. Okay. He said go east. We'll head this way. So anyway, I've been really, really looking forward to this expansion. I liked Stormblood a lot. That was great. But just as with Realm Reborn and Heaven's Road after the main quest line, those in-between quests, the like patch quests between. I wasn't so much into those. Like some of those were cool, and I like how they bridge the two expansions, and I know that's necessary, but I kind of thought they, from my perspective of not playing the game when it first came out, it went on a little long. But here we are at Shadowbringers, finally. Stumping along on my little stump legs.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Well, there's probably a reason for that.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Okay. I'm an insane person who thinks I came here from another planet.
From where do you hail?
Well, originally I was from Limsa Lumensa, so I'll say Limsa Lumensa, but they might not even, like, have that city here.
Take me for a fool? No such place exists.
Oh, well, she wouldn't believe me no matter what I said.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Time to fight. Kill her. Oh, whoa, what? Seriously? You're gonna attack me, lady? Oh, she's attacking this thing. Okay. I'm like, whoa, that's a little overboard. Oh my gosh. Is that like a light monster? Oh, and it left a crystal.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
What? Is that a ring? Oh my gosh, it was his! Oh no! Oh, our nice guy who offered us a drink.
Everything all right, Captain?
Oh, is this the guy that we were seeing in our vision?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
I guess so.
But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known.
Oh, does that mean the other scions are in there?
I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Oh, I hope the other scions are there.
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Well, thank you. And thank you for killing that thing that was gonna bite my head off. And there's this crystal guy.
I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Okay, crystal dude. And believe me, I have questions.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
So I'm a little bit confused about this shards and source thing. I guess source is our planet, and then it got broken up into pieces because the bad guy, the shadow guy, was like wanting more power, I think. And a bunch of the shards are destroyed now. But I'm still trying to piece this together. Alright, so he says this is the first of the
As
shards.
to wherefore, how having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch. I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Yeah, by pulling us out, like, in the middle of our battles and stuff. We were busy at the time, okay? What if we had been eating really good ice cream and you, like, pulled us out and we spilled our ice cream? Alright, are the other Scions here, or should I give him crap for causing how much trouble? I'm gonna ask about the other Scions, because they're more priority than giving this guy grief. I know he's probably trying to save his world.
That is a question with no simple answer, but all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the First, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
That's another thing I'm a little bit confused about. Why they call their planet a star? Like, is that just their way of talking about it, or... I mean, they're obviously not standing on a star, right? Or is that gonna be revealed later? I'm not sure.
Few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Sorry if you can hear my dog, like, slopping his mouth and stuff. Alright, so he... bridging the rift. Okay, so he's gonna call upon us.
Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
How do you figure that? I don't understand this.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Okay. I'm sorry that my frames are dropping so badly. I don't know how to get my internet to behave itself. Someone call Comcast and go yell at them. Or I guess it's Xfinity now, not Comcast. Oh, pretty.
The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion.
The soul sanctuary for the living? Oh my gosh.
Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero.
Well, that's a heck of a pot of stuff.
For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Alright. Hello, Crystarium. Let's see if there's a map. Oh, it's huge. It's as big as the other big cities we've been to. Okay. Hey, Crystal Exarch. And here we are. He says, welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Okay, thank you. Let me open up my goodie bag that you just gave me, because I'm pretty sure it has a weapon in there. And I want... There we go. New book. Let's see what it looks like. Turn my character and zoom in. Let's see. There. We can kind of see it at the bottom there. Black and red. That's cool looking. Let's pull it out. I like all the stuff that sticks out of the books. I like how the inside looks too. That's a nice book. It doesn't look like a gross face or anything horrid. Okay, let me put my UI back. Okay, Crystal Exarch. Oh, you got more stuff for me. A gear coffer. Good, good. I could probably use some more gear. I'm still using my stuff from the last expansion. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order, he says. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you to first gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. And to that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. I keep wanting to call it the Crystallarium, so pardon me if I make that mistake. Ooh, pretty! Oh, and it's got floaties around it. Okay, Crystal Exarch says, as you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetherite, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. Yeah, they have to make some way for us to be able to teleport back to our home and stuff. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. I agree, because how the heck else would I get back? After you've done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetherite and head out to the left to arrive in the Crystalline Mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catelys, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps and take the exit on the left and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to remember all this. And then on the right, the third and final person I want you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetherite Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. I hope so. To the right and down, and where now? That's what I'm going to say. What am I doing now? Why don't you just walk me around, Crystal Boy? My apologies. I forget how confusing the Crystarium can be for newcomers. Not to worry. I'm sure you'll become accustomed to its twists and turns. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask from whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There's an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Does that mean that he's actually from the source world, our world? When you've finished making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then. Okay. I will do my best to find my way around. I'm sure there'll be quest markers. Alright. Item number 1 is to get this Aetherite. Look, I have my little deer pet with me and my carbuncle. I can't get my chocobo out though. It won't let me get him out. Yes, attuned to the Aetherite. Don't skip it. Done. By focusing your senses, blah blah blah, you can teleport. Okay. Then I'm supposed to go. Let's look at our map. So I don't get too horrifically confused. Okay, we'll go this way first. So we had to go down here. And it looks like there's an ether right here. Etherite piece. There it is. We'll grab that on the way. Okay. Got the rookery. I'm gonna go the rest of the way down and meet the meet the person. Okay, it says that still says he's farther down here. Okay. Wow, look at that. Look at all the greenhouses. It's really pretty. Hey, there's a giant pot with the stirring. It's not really a spoon. What is it? A swizzle stick kind of thing. It's over there. Neato. I'm sure we'll get to look at that some more. I'm sure we'll spend a lot of time in this city. Wait, did I just miss anything? No, it must be upstairs. Okay. There's this one. Ooh, look at the library. Did you see it? Did you see it? We're gonna go straight in there. Okay. And what's this area? The Cabinet of Curiosity. Heck yeah. Look at this place. I was excited about my one book that I got. Look at that. Can you imagine being able to just hang out in here and read all the time? That would be so good. And then there's this grill on the ground. I would be, in real life, I'd be scared to walk on that. Like, my foot would get stuck. Someone would look up my dress. I don't know. Oh, okay. We gotta go upstairs. Stairs I can handle. Where's my dude? Oh, look at these little nooks and crannies where you can sit and read. Yes, yes. Give to me. Okay, he's not there, but it doesn't... The little indicator doesn't have an up arrow, though. Oh, okay, here he is. Morin. I've been sent to look at you. Or to talk to you. To look at you. I've come to behold you. Morin. Excuse me, miss. So you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and... Well, What do you mean? What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll even, a scrap of scribbled on parchment. Not that I'll give you, just my book that I keep. My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. We are now my favorite person in town. Librarian Morin, at your service, and his humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, you have an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I can quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. Wait, why is he getting me a kid's book? He's like, you look like you need a kid's book. I'll get you the children's version. Here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair, make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson then. Alright, show me the pictures. Do the voices when you read to me, okay? Maybe I can have a glass of cocoa. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadow Keeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Well, I probably shouldn't tell anyone I'm the Warrior of Light then. Oh, hey, is that Minfilia? Yeah, just when it's the sturdy, which is apparently not what you call them. Do the dwarves have common names for all the people of the world? Or did you pick up the common tongue in some other far-flung region? Oh, it looks like my stream went offline and then came back. I just noticed that because that's how Streamlabs is being. So, well, what can we do? Nothing. There's nothing we can do, and that's very disappointing and makes me sad. I'm sorry that it's causing grief when you're watching, even if, you know, wherever you may be watching, I'm sorry. But internet do what internet do, and there's nothing I can do about it. All right, I'm talking to this guy at this. So we're having this city tour. Ah, same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. What, do weird people come from that place? You don't get much farther flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. Well, yeah, you have very different ways and names for things. But do not worry, should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Oh, that's really nice of him. Your exchange with Bragi has taught you about the peoples of the first. Alright. I doubt I'm gonna remember any of the names. I don't even remember the names from my own world, let alone other people's worlds. Okay, we got a market board. Let me go over here and grab the ether shard. I was just checking my frames and how bad they're dropping. This makes me sad. I want to be able to stream and have fun. Alright, now we'll go to the next person on our list. Catless in the Crystalline Mean. Hey, there's another Lalafell. Hey, buddy. Strangers in a strange land, am I right? I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm going the right way, I think. Let me grab this shard and then we'll head north and talk to the last person. This huge, huge city. It's a really pretty city. Super, super pretty. I love jacaranda trees. I know those might not actually be jacarandas, but jacarandas are these, they're like cherry blossoms kind of, but they're these purple flowers and they bloom in June and they are absolutely beautiful, and then the purple flowers fall down just like cherry blossoms do, and it's really gorgeous. I love them so much that in one of my books in Luna Park, which is the third book in my Time Core Chronicles series, I have a jacaranda festival because California doesn't have a ton of cherry blossoms. I'm sure somewhere they grow them, but the climate just isn't very good for them. But it is good for jacarandas. So, darn it, where is this shard? I was looking for it and I'm not finding it. Maybe it's up above somewhere. Sorry, my dog is making noise in his sleep too. Do I need to go further up? I guess so. Anyway, I love jacaranda trees. I love cherry blossoms. I love all the trees that shower petals down. I think that's so pretty. Oh, I went too far up. Okay. I'm supposed to go down and this way. Let's see if I can find this person. I didn't exactly follow the guy's directions though, and kind of did what I wanted. Alright, we're close. Alright, Catless. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here, she says. I'm gonna guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too. Thanks to us in the mean. I'm looking at my frames, I'm seeing bad things. I'm sorry if the frames are dropping and it's really slow. Okay, let's see. Thanks to us, Namin, we work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Yulmoran layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folks I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? Same place as the Exarch. One of the Exarch countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. Okay, that's cool. There's our big tower. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magics summoned the crystal tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. Which is interesting because we have the same tower on our planet. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. So he must have been hard at work for a long time. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. Indeed, he is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've aught to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. I only have botany. I have nothing. And fishing. I have some fishing. Just ask for Catelys, and I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Your exchange with Catelys has taught you about life in the Crystarium. Okay. I know a little bit more now. Now I need to find the Crystal Exarch near the Excedra and present your findings. Okay. Where's that? Wait, it's not on the map, is it? Okay. I have to go this way, I think. Let's see, what's over here? Leaf meat. Merchant and mender. I probably need to mend my gear. I don't know what all I've been doing. Yeah, I could stand for some repairs. Let's repair everything I have. Repair. I wish there was a button like repair everything. Like for real everything. If there isn't, I don't know about it. Please tell me. Okay. Oh, we should be near the Chocobo person. I need to find them. Am I too high up? Can I jump down from here? Oh, look at this. Safety violations. Okay. It should be right below me. Ha. It's... Oh no, it's the weather person, not the Chocobo person. Okay. I don't care about the weather. It's light all the time, isn't that the deal? Alright, this must be his palace. Home. Alright, Crystal Exarch, you seem like a cool dude. What's going on? Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? They really did. Here. They sent... Oh, okay, what is this? An account of how the Exarch summoned the Crystal Tower and the city built by the refugees? An account of how the Warriors of Light caused the flood, which later led to the appearance of the Sin Eaters? And then an account of how the races of the source are known by different names. I'm sure I'll remember all that. Alright, yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the selfsame one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. Wait, but did it disappear from our world then? It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing, and although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Okay, so he tore it out of the world. Yeah, that's cool. Just rip structures out of the world and teleport them to new worlds. Nothing's gonna go wrong with that. Please let me get some better gear. Oh, none of it was better than what I already have. I want to see it though. What did I get? Bright linen. Alright, I'm gonna go look at it real quick. I'll try it on armory. I just want to try on the chest. Bright linen. Try on. Okay, I'm not into it. It doesn't matter. I don't want to like glamour it on or anything. I'll wear my pink jagged outfit. Alright, Crystal Exarch. The Crystal Exarch is finally ready to discuss the matter of your comrades' whereabouts. You've done as I requested and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters. However, I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. Okay. Just like that, then Grahana Tia is... I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? The dude that was in the tower? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it best that we focus on the present. Okay, so the red-eyed cat dude is not... He's not this guy. I thought... Sorry, I muted you by accident. I thought maybe it was this guy, but it's not. Alright, I need a drink of water. Alright, I'm back. Let's go. I want to find my friends. They better be okay. Alright, gatekeep. Please allow me to go inside. Greetings, madam. The Exarch awaits you within. Yes, I want to enter. Very pretty. I like the celestial crystalline theme here. That's nice. A little bit Art Deco with the gold and the angles.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain.
Okay, even with this echo?
The truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
Okay. They'd freak out if they knew.
I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
I really am.
To put it simply, they are here in the first.
But...
Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
Oh.
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Okay.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Okay, hopefully that's good.
Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
Oh, okay, it's not like 100 years or
Even
anything.
our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Huh. Well, at least I'll have a good idea what's going on, I hope.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Okay. He like reached into the cookie jar
The object of my summons,
and grabbed this naked guy.
transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are in truth merely spirits that one can see and touch.
Oh. So I have a body, but they're just spirits.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Oh, they're stranded here. So they're never gonna wake up in our world? Well, we have to find a way around that, don't we? Then find a way to send them back. That's what I say. Can't just rummage in the human cookie jar and pull people out of it.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least.
Okay.
As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
What did he see?
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Okay, but what did you see?
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This
That's
collision of
bad,
worlds
right?
brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes.
Oh.
Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction.
Oh, that's nice, huh?
Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
But we have to kill all of them?
Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're not just like, oh well, too bad, so sad, you're stuck.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
For the moment. This is a big mess. Alright. Oh, it says for the moment. I'll say exactly that then. Until you do something shady.
Excellent. You will not regret this.
He seems like a good person,
With that
but
settled,
we've been fooled before.
We shall have to see about getting you ready for the road.
The road?
Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Okay, more tours, yay! And give me some gear I can actually use, okay? No more of this low-level stuff that I already have. Alright, Crystal Extra. You know what? I want a different pet. I like my little fawn, but I want a different one. Who should we get out? I think I'm gonna get out my capybara. Yeah, my capybara. He wants to see the world. No, my kitty. My bat kitty. He wants to see the world. Yes, yes. Look how cute this thing is. I love him. I bought him on the market board. I don't care if he's expensive. He's worth it. Look at his little face. He's worth every penny. He does little flips. Okay, I'm super excited about him. Alright, Crystal Exart. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I've been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants, which as it turns out, is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. Alright, you got me a room. That's good. Thank you for not just leaving me as a murder hobo, as they say. I am now a housed murder person. Thank y'all. Wow, so pretty. More jacarandas. Yay. And palm trees. Ah, it's true. I am back in California. My home. Like so many people here in the Seattle area. I'm a native Californian. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry Californians have infiltrated Oregon and Washington and ran everywhere. But here I am. Alright, Crystal Exarch, show me around. Show a girl a good time here. Oh, my kitty is meowing at the door. After this cutscene, I think I was gonna crack the door open so animals can come and go. But then my family might make noise while I'm trying to stream.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
So you're gonna give me money, right? We use the same currency as on my home planet. Hopefully the gear they gave me will be in. Okay.
Yes. You must be curious about the currency.
Oh wait, he knew.
The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Okay. Cool.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil. A word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
Alright.
As our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter.
How convenient. But I'm glad they filled in that little plot hole.
Greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower.
Okay, what other
Some of which
artifacts
may
did you
be
find?
familiar to you.
What'd you find in there? Phones. Do you have iPhones in there? That's mad. How did that happen? Wait, it really is a phone. What is going on? She's like, God have mercy. Cell phones, your society is on the edge of collapse. As soon as you guys get Twitter, it's
I
over.
fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
Okay.
Avan Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
What the heck? Oh my gosh, it's a tiny fairy. Hello, tiny
My
fairy.
dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
Okay.
This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm.
Hello.
And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift?
Yes.
How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Well, thank you.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
Okay, look at her collarbone now. Like, is that her skin stretched over? Is that her skin stretched over her collarbones? Or is that like her clothes that are the exact color of her skin? Yeah, what's going on with that
But
one?
answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yes, thank God. My teeth and nails did come with me. She had to think about it. She's like,
Just as I thought. Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass.
Good grief, I hope my Scion friends didn't come. It's one thing to come through naked, but if all your teeth and nails are gone. Yikes.
From this moment forth I will be your Isnefis, and you my Snayak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Okay. Cool. We're besties
Raise your
now.
hand.
What are you gonna do? You gonna stab it or something? Drink my blood? Throw some pixie dust at me, that's good.
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling.
Yay, I'm a sapling.
Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Oh, you can help me sell my crap out of my bags.
To inform them of your safe arrival.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Exarch. Let's send a message to Tataru. She will make sure everyone hears about it. She's our administrator.
Consider it done.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium.
That's useful.
Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Yeah, I need a place to stay. And fix my glamours, you know, make sure I look good for all this shadow warrioring I need to do. As a result, you're packed with Feoul. You now have access to delivery moogles, market boards, and summoning bells while in the first. I could summon my poor retainers. I'm all, hi, I've brought you to another planet. Sell my like log of parsley or whatever. Sprig of parsley. Parsley doesn't come in logs. I know that. Alright, where are we up to? Speak with the Crystal Exarch. Where are you, my friend? I'm already lost in this world here. This way? Yeah, this way. The Quadrivium. I think this is where my house is gonna be. The pendants. Yeah, that's what he said. Alright. Give me my house. It better be nice. Manager of suites. Okay. Crystal Exarch. There you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You have a private room here at the pendants for the duration of your stay to make use of as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray, rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the ocular anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Does that mean the person who had my apartment before me died? Like, how is housing freed up here? Thank you for answering my call, Marigold. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. You know, they make those light-blocking curtains that are awesome. If you don't have those, they're amazing. They make your room so dark. It's lovely. Alright, Manager of Suites. A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home in the Pendants. Your room is ready if you'd care to retire. Let's go look at it. It's probably just an in-room, but... Ooh, pretty! Oh, and I have a table with food and drinks and stuff. This is very nice. There's my glamour dresser. Very important. Tea, fruit. Ooh. Pretty. Oh, you can see star? Are those stars we can see? Oh, someone's here. Who's coming into my room? Oh, what? I didn't invite you. You're all purple. You must be scary and bad. Oh, hey, it's my buddy, the Warrior of Darkness.
I know you. You're the Warrior of Light from the Source.
I am. How have you been? I remember the Warrior of Darkness.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, gods, how long has it been?
Well, for me, like a year, but...
Aye. That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbet. I used an alias in the Source. A daft one, looking back.
Nah, it's fine. You have a big red axe. You're allowed to make up big names for yourself.
It was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Oh, they're the ones who caused the flood. And then they were trying to save the world?
We thought our home doomed. And so we listen to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and try to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
Yep. And then she saved people, right? She went with them.
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant.
Norvrant. I'm gonna try to remember how to say that.
They surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away. Leaving me to bear witness.
Hmm.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Oh, 100 years. I know that one. I learned during my lesson. 100 years or near enough not to matter.
100 years. 100 long years.
Yeah. And now you're stuck as this, like, ghost. You can't even have a cup of tea.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
Oh my gosh.
I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
I wonder if we can set him free somehow. He could be my advisor, though,
I
maybe.
feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room.
Oh, interesting. So, like,
Why
me
is it
coming
that
through.
You can see me. What are you even doing here, come to that?
I was pulled here, okay? I didn't come here to cause any mischief. Well, maybe some mischief, but I didn't come here to ruin your world.
You were summoned to save the first.
Yes.
A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who tried to save it.
Oh. Maybe.
Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that.
He tried everything, huh?
But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end.
Maybe.
Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light.
Gosh, now I don't want that title anymore.
Do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Okay. Let's see if we can hopefully be able to find a way to free his spirit. That is a huge bed for such a tiny little person. Take your shoes off. You're laying on the bed. Have some respect. Yeah, I've taken a bath in 3 expansions. Now we're supposed to speak with the Crystal Exarch and the Ocular. Is that where we were before? I think it is. That big throne room thing. Throne room with no throne. Alright, the Ocular. Yes, please, let me in. Okay. Now he's gonna tell us more stuff. I want to meet our friends. Where's all my people?
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
I had a— oh, should I tell him about the visitor? Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, ghost. Jacob Marley came to rattle chains in my room last night.
And you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
I didn't know the room was haunted.
Let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Oh, they're not like here in town. I need a whole map.
Lands of Northrend, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
Okay. Lakeland.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such,
No
I
airship.
suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Okay, good. At least there's somebody I can see. They're gonna be so surprised.
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
Sounds great.
For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin-Eaters.
Well, it doesn't sound like
In
very
contrast
much
to her
fun.
brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Alright, that sounds useful. Between the 5 of us, however many there are here, hopefully we'll be able to put together some information.
So, will it be Calusia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first.
I'll go to Calusia, because that sounds nice.
Decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Okay, I'll go to the town of rich people. They'll probably treat me like garbage,
You
but...
must be wondering about Thancred.
Oh yeah,
He
Thancred.
has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin-Eaters.
Why does he say new companion like that?
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Alright, hopefully we'll find him at some point. Or maybe he'll find me once he hears I'm here. Ooh, what did I get? Leg gear coffer, okay. Is it better than what I have? Nope. It's 385 gear. Wait, it does look like it's better than what I have. Why is it here? Insufficient armory chest space. Oh. Well. Let me look. Let me do compare items. And it looks like this new one is better. Okay, so I'm gonna go on my armory and I'm gonna get rid of something. Get rid of some garbage. What do I not like? These are ugly and horrible. Let's destroy them. Yes, discard them. Thank you. Now equip that. There. Update my gear set. Make sure I'm wearing the best. And then glamour my glamour lady. Fix my clothes. I need to get different boots or something. They don't really match the outfit, but... Alright, let's go visit Alphino first, because His town sounds slightly more pleasant than the edge of nowhere where everything's trying to kill you all the time. Alright, yes, I would like to visit him. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction presented to so-and-so, and off we go. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Alright, time to go to the rookery. Right? Why does they have another quest? Oh, that's if I want to meet with Alice. You know what? I'll go ahead. Alright, I only hope my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness, because she's mad at him summoning her. Here's a letter of introduction. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Okay, so I can go to either one. Alright, rookery, here we come, I think. Alright, let me go ahead and hide this one for now, so I don't accidentally go to the wrong place. Alright, rookery. Oh, here's these guys that raise the animals. Hello, chocobos. Hi. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? Well, I have this piece of paper. It says you gotta give me a bird. Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Colusia. I will pick you out a friendly whelp. An Amaro, you say? That's right. Mounts like my grey friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield. More accustomed to chocobos, perchance? I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. I do like chocobos. Seeing as you are plainly unaccustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zune worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Okay. The aspiring tamer. So this is over here? Really? I feel like I'm not going to the right place here. Do I even have that one yet? The Amaro launch. I do. Surprisingly, I have it. Okay. Oh, this must be the, like, ferry airship area. You want to fly an Amaro to Colusia? Well, I suppose. If Master Gemmai is going with you. Wait here. I can now travel, speak with him to fly to the island. You can also use your ether compass to assist with locating ether currents in new regions. Ether compass can be found under the I know that one. I know that part. I remember that from the last one. Gotta find those ether currents.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting. Locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance,
ooh, pretty.
Beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
And this is the wealthy. Wow, look at the shacks underneath that, and then this like crazy nice town. This is what they showed in the trailer with like people eating grapes and living it up. Well, here we are. Thank you for bringing me. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach on the eastern coast of Colusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It's the people you should be wary of. Ooh. Yeah, I get it. Spy that city in the distance? That's Yulmore, the city's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Yulmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They've gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Yulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. Okay. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding her friend a good deal easier. Now listen closely. Okay, I'm ready to listen closely. Alright, tell me the secret. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name Ivor. Ivor keeps an eye on everything that happens at Colosia, and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme. That will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend, and I will stay here with you tomorrow until you're ready to return. Thank you for hanging out here as a airport guy. Alright, can I ride my chocobo? See my chocobo? Isn't he beautiful? Heck yeah, look at this beautiful boy. Alright. He said to go south, which is this direction. Oh hey, there's a crystal over here that I want to get. The bright cliff. It sure is. They were not kidding. Oh look, it's a Gobu. Gobu, whatever they call those things. Gobu. I love him. And then some hobgoblins. Hey hobgoblins. I'm just gonna go past you, please. I don't feel like killing stuff right now. Well, I mean, it's been a while. It's been a lot of cutscenes here. Alright, first we grab this stuff. And then we grab the chocobo keep. Gotta make sure not to forget that. Oh, Amaro keep. Amaro keep. They're not chocobos here. I'm only just starting to like learn the names of stuff, and then now I gotta learn new names for stuff. Got anything good? Anything I want? It's all level 70 things. What level do I have for most stuff? 76 for a lot of it. Okay. Down we go to talk to the dude, the fisherman, who wants some herbs. Look at that cool thing, the whiptail. Hi whiptail. Oh, I think I've seen you before. Oh, I love his face. See you later, whiptail. And this guy lives on a beach with a bunch of hobgoblins. Oh, he looks cool. Thank you for not stabbing me, hobgoblin. I come in peace for now. Hi, Ivor. What are you after? Fish? Crab? Think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere, if you have a taste for them. Here, I've got some herbs for you. Oh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival flavor. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphino, eh? Ah, I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Yulmore is richer than all of Norrevant put together, but it's a different story for them as outside the city. Most spend every awakened moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide. That's the fishing village just up the path here. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that Alphino joins you. Alright. I'll go wait there. You summon my Betty. Can I climb this? I can't. Hi, Whiptail! I love you. I want you as a minion. Join me on my journeys. Be my Pokemon. Alright. Oh, and she's just having a dance. Looking good. Alright. Practicing sword stuff. I'll hang out in this establishment. Oh, is that pizza? No, it's not. It's a pile of stuff. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Alright, let's wait for Alphino. Thiva, the bar lady, says, "This your first time in a tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What'll you be having?" "Oh, yeah, sure. I'll have some mead, please." "A fine choice. What'll you be paying with?" "I have gil, which are real money in this world." "Well, now, those are exotic. Where'd you come by coins like that?" "I'm sorry, dear, I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. And I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll have to come to some other arrangement." Here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? Oh my gosh, I have to like kill rats or something. "I want you to squash any vermin you find. Then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can leave about here as long as you like." Alright, fine. Where do I need to go for this? Straight north, okay. Let's go squish vermin in the, in the granary here. I am but a humble adventurer that nobody knows, which is kind of refreshing. Like after being the warrior of light, the big cheese, I am now a very small cheese. I wonder if I turn on my botany if I'll see anything cool in the area. Unable to equip. Insufficient armory space. Ay, me and my armory. Alright, let's fix my armory situation. Let's get rid of some of this gross stuff that I don't want. What other ones are really ugly? These are ugly. I never liked dolls. Discard. There we go. Now I should be able to put on my clothes. Maybe harvest something. Make some money. Money. Nah, it's far away. I don't want to go that far. With all these plants around, maybe there was something I want. Alright, time to exterminate things. There's a blighted crop. Come on, Gale Kitten. We're gonna deal with this thing. I sense a hostile presence. I sure do. I like the heavy metal music while this goes. Oh, these are strong animals. This world has mighty creatures. What? How am I halfway dead? Yeah, and my heal is kind of garbage at this level. Okay. What is that growling sound? What was that growl? That's... Okay. Oh, maybe I can summon my chocobo to help me. Help me out, buddy. There's a good baby. Ooh, grapes. Probably to make wine for all those rich people. Whoa, Summon Phoenix finally popped out. I was a little confused, like... I haven't been confused about that. I looked up a guide and it's all... Then Phoenix was summoned. I'm like, really? Because that didn't happen before. Maybe just it was because of my level. Alright, oh, the guy that's sleeping. Okay, sleeping guy. I'm supposed to yell at you on behalf of the innkeeper. No response. Smash the door. He's gonna be really mad. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. Okay, I'm ready to save you. No one's home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Well, he did. I'm sorry, but your friend at the winery is dead. Does that mean you need somebody to run the winery? Do you need someone to test the wine for you, dear? All this for a cup of mead. Just to meet with my friend. I should just wait outside, like hang out at the bottom of the stairs. Ooh, what's that pet? Behemoth Air. Oh, I have a behemoth pet, but he doesn't have this coat. This royal coat. Stormlord! You look cool, dude. Oh, I like your hair. Nice. Alright, your friend is dead. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Well, nothing, because the rats ate his body, okay? Gone, Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. Hopefuls? Who's that? In Gate Town, outside Yulmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was, thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. Thank you.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Cool poncho. 1995 is back.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
It's my dude. Hey!
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hug time. That's it. That's all the emotion they're gonna have. They're like, oh, hey, what's up?
They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alfie, no, you really are a dear.
He is. He's an angel. He's a sweet child.
I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu.
Oh, yeah.
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
I'm happy to see you too. Oh, they say it's been like a year or two. Me, I was more worried about you. We were really worried about everybody.
Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
Okay. Looks like I've already had 4 bottles of something, so it's time to chat.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may.
Oh, I sent her a note through my fairy.
It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
Right? Poor thing. She's probably worried. Yep, sent her a note.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th umbral calamity.
Okay. And how are we gonna bid this world
Orion's
farewell?
vision
Like,
of the
that's...
future has, I
we don't
fear,
even know how
every
to do
chance
that.
of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
Formless deadly weapon. I wonder if that's that black rose stuff that get deadly gas. Ah, I don't like white screen.
Which can only mean one thing.
There we go.
Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Yeah.
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And
Unfortunately.
thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion.
Okay, what's your theory?
I'm sure Orianger himself will cover the subject in more detail.
I'm sure he will, but he's far away.
But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course.
Okay.
They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
That's right. That's the Alpha I know.
That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Heck yeah. Ready to shoot Pokemon at stuff. Yeah.
And so we take to the road once more.
Alright. Assuming you have no objections, let's make our way directly to the city outskirts, he says. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Yulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west and then cross a small bridge. Yeah, he doesn't have his money here, huh? He has no money and all he's got is this like, this poncho. I love ponchos. In real life, I love them. I love my mom's poncho from the 70s, and I love the ponchos that I had in the 90s, and I love ponchos today, but it does remind me of olden times, and I know they're much, as a fashion item, as a clothing item, they're much, much older than that, but they make me laugh. Alright, I want to look at you, you cool iguana. Oh, you're turning for me to look at your beautiful face. Look at your face! Hi, buddy. Oh, you're cute. I want his eyes to, you know how they move independently? But they don't. That's okay. I still love you, Calusian Iguana. Alright, hi, Alphino. I got distracted by the wildlife. It was too cool. Alright, Calusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar? I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whatever calamity struck this source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No, no, get away from me! Oh, that's a screaming woman. I'm like, why is he saying that? Over there. Alright, let's go save her. Yeah, I'm good at reading aloud. I just didn't read the name at the top of the text box. I'm like, what? I'm not very scary looking. Alright, let's go see who's being attacked. Who do we need to save? We are the big heroes. We have come. to save you from... Oh, a Sin Eater. Cool, we get to kill it. Time for death. Oh, I have more abilities than I did before. I really like it. I like it. I have less waiting in between stuff. Alright, hi lady Manic Madam. You are safe now, my lady. My poor heart. Thank you, young miss. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings. But I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you alright, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulemoor with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. Alphina says, one would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again, you saved my life. Now I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. "'Tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Yulemoor's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters?" They're like bad and stuff. A brief history then. 'Twas not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared, some beastly, some beauteous. Yet, regardless of their form, all seem incapable of speech, and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators, and we are their prey. Calusia suffers from far fewer attacks in most regions, but even so, the list of Sin Eaters' victims grows longer by the day, a tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least, so now shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. Okay. Are we going to try and get into this city? I mean, Alphina's good at that, but he said he hasn't been able to get in yet. I'm like, really? You've been here a whole year and you can't get in this city? It must truly be impossible then. If he can't talk his way in. I mean, we need Thancred. He could sneak in through like a sewer grate and then like unlock a door in a servant's entrance or something in the back or somewhere, and then we could get in that way. Then we could borrow servants' uniforms until we were sneaky enough to be able to borrow quote unquote borrow wealthy people's clothes, and then we could pretend to be lords and ladies and eat grapes. Hi, Tragopan. Let me look at you. You're cool. Alright. I deem you cool. Let's go to this town. I guess we're not going to the town, we're just going to the shacks. Wow. It's like this, there's these pictures of an Amazon warehouse with like all these really sad shacks around it. I don't know what country it was, but that's what this reminds me of. Where the warehouse was all shining and nice, and then the shacks were just really, really ramshackle and sad.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulemoor itself lies beyond.
Open Arms, huh? The one we can't get
Yulemoor is
into?
the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Chosen? Oh man.
thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh? I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
That sounds ominous. What are you talking about?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
Yeah, leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
No, you weren't. You were being overtly threatening. Or covertly threatening. You're being somewhat overtly threatening.
Your attention, please.
What's going on now? The capital, yay. Very Hunger Games.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine.
Fish divine, huh?
We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu.
Okay.
Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
I don't have culinary skills. I can fish.
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame.
Okay, what is it?
It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
Great. Oh, is she gonna try and do it? What happens if she fails?
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back.
But what if she doesn't do a good job?
Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
Okay. That's grim as heck. Yay! Alright, well I hope she does well. Good luck.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
Alright, well at least they brought stuff for them, right? You brought supplies?
Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
What, they brought a dinner? One little bun?
For you. Enjoy.
Okay, at least they're handing out some food. It's better than nothing.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well.
Okay.
Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Yeah, it's not... It doesn't sit well, does it?
Let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I agree, Offno. I agree. Eat the rich, guys. Rise up, rise up. Yes. Hi, I can be a gladiator in your arena and entertain your people that way. What is that sound? Oh, it's my dog. Oh my gosh, he's dreaming. He's wagging his tail in his dream. It's so cute. I wish you could see it. It's so cute. My dog is a cute boy. Alright, Alphino says, now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the last 2 decades, ever since Yulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I've tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now. I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. I kinda get it, but sure, let's take a look around. So I'm guessing the eat the rich idea isn't taking root very well. Oh, look at this weird little jellyfish polyp thing. Oh, she looks cool. Let me look at her bow. This bow harp is a heck of a thing. I want to examine it better. I want to put it on my character. I like trying on the clothes. Okay, cool, nice. Now what am I looking for in this area? I was trying to find something. Am I supposed to talk to this guy? No? Oh, there it is. Begrimed bloke. Oh, it's that threatening fellow. Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Yulemore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, but at least it's safe. And the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. Okay. You know, if this is... I guess if this is the best you can do... Alright, oh, here's a cook pot. Bubbling cook pot. I don't want to take their food. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meal, you realize, float in the otherwise plain broth. Okay, so they kind of like live off this stuff, it seems like. Alphino did say it was a staple food of theirs. And then we go up here, and we see a preoccupied petticoat. Okay, just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? Huh. That's a bit of a pickle, isn't it? Oh, for no, this place is a mess. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They become dependent on handouts of meal and believe Yulemore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. What will you say? I'm gonna say you disapprove of Yulemore. He probably has more disapproval of these rich people sitting, eating crap than he does the people victimized by it. 'Tis difficult to make a final judgment without first seeing the city's inner workings. Mayhap it is the uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters. However unjust the system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choice. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Yulemore's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I'm not convinced that Yulemore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Calusia's people. I'm not so naive as to think that there is some miraculous solution to all this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yulemore's gates. 'Tis fortunate you arrived when you did, Marigold. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. Well, he and I are both conjurers. We can, like, set up a conjuring circus act and be like, hey, we'll entertain your bored people. Okay, Alphino says, there's a beast tribe who makes its home in the sea surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called, though you and I know them as Stahagan. Oh, hey, Stahagan. For the most part, they keep themselves in their ocean grottos and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But, as Tataru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Yomoran lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. You have come a long way. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Sure thing, I will. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then. We must pay a visit to Moshamoa, my supplier in right. Come, it's just to the northwest of here. Alright, let's go get some produce. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he gonna get in on our deal here or sabotage it or something? Northwest we go. Wait, let me put on my botany gear. Why does it have a thing that says... Let me make sure I'm in my best gear. Okay, there. Update it. Summoner, why are you acting like that? Am I not in my best gear? Okay. Oh, I need to save it. Okay. Botany. Let's see if I run into anything on my trip here. Anything to pick and sell. Speaking of selling produce. I made a lot of money. The other day I just like kind of wandered around for like 15 minutes just logging stuff and I made 100,000 gold. It was very nice. Alright, let's look at this Germinant? Let's see your beautiful face! Yes, I think they had this on yours. I seem to remember this guy. You are lovely. I should take a screenshot. Oh, he moved. Wait, can I like go like this? And then go like this? And then take away that and get a screenshot? I don't know if this is gonna work. Because, like, my screenshots... Oh, save screenshots to Dropbox. Who knows if that actually worked. And my screenshots were acting up the other day. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with the screenshot. I have nowhere to put it. I mean, like, I could put it on my social media, but that's all my author page stuff. And I'm like, hi, I'm a huge dork who plays video games. Which I'm not ashamed of. Obviously, I wouldn't be streaming and stuff if... But... I don't know that my book readers really want to like see me in Final Fantasy. Like, look, I'm standing in front of a really weird animal. They already know I'm a dork, but all right, Moshamoa. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moshamoa, says Alphino. This is my associate Marigold. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. Oh no, the guy got here first. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair? No? He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confound it, someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation, says Alphino. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he could not have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I'll take the west. You got it. Let's find this crook. He's trying to steal our stuff. Gosh. I mean, he could have come up and asked for, like, hey, can I help you guys or something. Instead of just stealing our stuff as if I did anything for it. But I know Alphino would share with me. Toucan Libri, I have to look at you. You are neat. You have a really big beak. It's like nothing but a beak and a tiny, tiny body. Very cool. Okay, oh, and Wood Eyes. Hi, Wood Eyes. You look like Groot. Alright, let's see if we can see anything from here. Search the surroundings for a male mistle. I don't know what a mistle is. I don't remember which one that is. You may move the camera, target him and inspect him with the left button. Alright, he has blue hair. Is that him? Short blue hair. You have located your quarry. Oh, well, thank God. Mistle equals cat guy. Yeah, you. I'm looking at you. Alright, Alphino wants to know if I've seen him, and I say, yep, he's right there. Let's shoot him. You have a keen eye, says Alphino. Let's move in before he makes good his escape. I agree. Let's get him. Let's see. I guess we'll go around this way. Stop stealing our cabbages, okay? We're literally stuck in a new world with nothing but a poncho. You.
There you are.
You cabbage thief.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Yeah.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I've no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea. Get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Well, now we gotta help this guy.
You're more or nothing. What of the Christerium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
Yeah, see?
No, it has to be Yulmore.
Why?
That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
Oh. Well, you can write them a letter from the Christerium. Tell them you have an actual job. Because probably the servants inside that magnificent town aren't doing great.
At the clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
Yeah, we'll sneak in through the sewer or something, okay?
What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision. Yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
Yeah, that's true. All we can do is our best, though, right?
We strive to bring swift salvation to this world. That countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
No. That's not who you are. You don't leave people to die and starve so that you can meet your goals. You're not a goals at any cost
I
person.
suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alf, you know. Ever the slave to sentiment.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
what he
thank you
said.
for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending.
Okay, let's do it.
Shall we return to Wright then?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that?
What? What do you see? What?
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Oh.
Come on, they may need our...
Alright, let's see about this potentially drowned person on the beach. Wait, I want to look at this creature. This lowland hyssop. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a flying plant. Look at its nose. Very cool. Whoa, look at that big old crab. Big claw. It's true. You are a very big fellow. Look at you! Nom nom nom. I love you. Oh, I should have been checking for ether currents this whole time. Oops, I got carried away. Ether current first, then dead dude. Northeast, which would be that way. Let me look on the map. Yeah, I don't think we missed one. Well, you know what? I'm not sure. We might have missed one. Oh well, I'll have to get it when I'm over there next. Weakened wretch. You need help. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Oh yeah, he has heal. Good. Splitter. Mercy. Mercy, I beg you. Is he thrown overboard? Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. Give him your poncho. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? Alpha says, we'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? He says, Tristal. I was invited to Yulmore to work as an artist. But a wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them. But when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Vothry's city. Within days, they had me brought they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamned ocean. Jeez. From up there? How are you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous, and the citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Of course they do. Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Vothri passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmore, his word is law. Well, he sounds like a great guy. We've had a lot of background on this town. By the time we see it, we already hate it before we even go in. The more I hear about Yulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls, says Alphino. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tristal to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. Yeah, that's true. Away into the city, says Tristal? Oh, he might know a way for us to go. That would be good if he knows a secret way. And we gotta get him to the Crystarium. Go somewhere better where you can make a living like a real person. It's not quite so Hunger Games. Alright, Calusium Bison, I need to look at you. Look at him. You are quite a critter. Where am I going? Crystal, pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life, and if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Yulmore, insofar as I am able at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to the stomach, but since it's plain you've set your mind on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Yulmaran elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Wait, Alphino is really good at drawing. Are you certain? This is your livelihood, says Alphino. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. Tristan says, I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided, but I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. They say kindness is its own reward, says Alphino, but Tristal has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to pay the role, I would hope. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant. I am his beautiful artist model. Then it's settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Yeah, vile jesters. Vile. Okay, let's see. I think there might be some quests that just opened up that let us get ether currents. Yes. Then, where does it say quest sync? Okay, I don't know. Thenoise watches the path. She says, who are you? Forgive me, it's not often we see travelers and write. What with how dangerous it is hereabouts. I even worry for my husband taking the long road down to the shipyard, and he's as strong as a Talos. He has been gone a good while, though. If you're headed that way, could you please let him know his wife is expecting him at home? Okay. Ah, the old find my husband quest. Alright, Euless. I like your yellow dress. Excuse me, but you're the Lady Elfin I was traveling with, aren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. Ah, Marigold, how lovely to meet you. My name is Euless, and I am the acting village mayor. I was hoping someone of your talents would pass through right before long. The thing is, I need to visit someone up at Stonegazer, but I'm afraid to walk the path alone. Do you think you could provide me with an escort? My thanks. I just couldn't bring myself to ask one of the villagers. You see, there was an incident a while back where a veteran band of hunters was badly mauled. Simply mentioning that it's unsafe to wander outside the village these days would be enough to bring back memories of that grisly scene, which is why it's been so difficult to even bring up the subject. But such does not change the fact that the roads are indeed dangerous. Pray meet me on the path to the north and be prepared to fend off the wildlife. I'm gonna do that quest a little bit later. Let's see, I just want to see how close that next ether current is. Alright, I got the, did I get the chocobo? No, I didn't. Let me get the, or the not chocobo, the critters. Flying bird thing. Alright, let's go up here. I don't understand this quest sync thing. It has this icon. What does it mean? Does that mean I can't just do the quest? Alright. Oh, that's Euless who wanted the escort. I don't want to escort you right now, though. Where does he want me to go? He wants me to go all the way down there. I want to go over here and get that ether current. And then I think I'm going to log out for the night. It's already 10:22 my time. I'm getting a little bit tired. My voice is a little tired. I don't know how people stream for hours and hours. My voice gets tired. Alright, 200 yalms to the south. That's not that far. Let's see if we can find it. Must be down at the beach here. There it is at the end of the pier. Alright, making progress. Let's look how we're doing on the ether currents here. We have 2 of the 4 and we haven't done any of the quests yet. Okay. As expected. Alright, I am going to... I think I'm gonna head back to the Crystarium because I want to empty out some of my armory chest, fix whatever glamours and stuff, and then I have some of these collectibles that I couldn't get rid of, and I read that someone in the Crystarium can take them, so I might do that while I'm not streaming, because like me selling things and everything is kind of boring for people to watch, I think. Alright, let's see, how do I get back? Our variant. Alright, this is our world so far. I really don't like how they do the maps. It really confuses me. It always looks like all these floating islands. Okay. Now, where's my town? Where's the Crystarium? Is it on here? I thought it was near the middle. I will have to... There it is. Okay, let me look at where it is on the map so I can kind of learn it. Okay. I know I can use my teleport, my other teleport button and find it that way. Again, if you've watched this far, I'm so sorry about all the dropped frames. I'm gonna look at my internet tomorrow and see what's happening. Like, we've always had kind of crummy internet, but it was good enough, you know, but it's not good enough if it's cutting out in the middle of my stream and making it really slow and so on. So thank you for hanging out with me. Wait, first we gotta look at this person. They look really cool. First we look at a cool person and then look how cool she looks. A gunbreaker. Nice. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me and for watching the stream. And I will see you next time.